fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for Denver.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Rodgers on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Bryant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Justin Simmons
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Gray. And it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Gray. And this one is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Bryant. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Gray looking for Campbell downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now we're going to get a stoppage as it looks like, yeah, that's Lindsay still down on the field now. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Winston. Rush coming, and he's
offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rolling to his right. Oh, there it is, one deep for Judy. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the late hooker. Returns, he gets this one close to the 39 line. So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
First down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Gray. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action now. Winston. It's KJ Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Jameis to throw it. Hamler is complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. To the air again with Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Winston again. And this was incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Winston. And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Rodgers on the return.
And they're getting down inside the 30 up to 27.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team. This season. What do you think?
Every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and then make the big plays downfield.
And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw. Gray. Now up the left side, it's Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
The score, Colts 10, Broncos 6. To kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Winston. This is complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get it through.
DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. That one, a gain of 20 in a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Heavy reach, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Third and long for Winston. They're going for Hubbard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Carl Lewis. And he will turn this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Gray now on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, it's Bryant, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Gray. And coverage, and it's intercepted. Colts to try and get more. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Winston. Completes it to Judy. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
It's now 6th.
Winston now from the 50. This is his receiving yard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Jameis again. As he throws there, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 30. Do what we do. Do what we do. And they score a fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Hey, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The kickoff for Indianapolis.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football, or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message will have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now
similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They go play action. Winston. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes. All but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
first down. Bryant. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Linval Joseph on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Gray throwing on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Gray. Campbell making the catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first carry for their fullback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, Gray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
By Khalil Mack. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A second down throw for Winston. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Winston took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 20-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bryant, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Second down, Winston again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's Gray. Off play action. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun. Gray. Catch made here by Campbell. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. There is Campbell, 96 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On play action, Winston. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks.
Look out for the wolf, and he muffs it. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on the punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Bryant. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Gray. Now he's got it. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Preston Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Opens up now to 22 points.
That's the score. Colts 31, Broncos 9. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the ground, it's Singletary. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 12, Winston. The carry here is complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Play fake. Winston. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out. It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gray over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gray.
feet. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Gray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Winston now. Is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
3rd and long for Winston. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
He got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
42-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bryant, and he's got room. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, the 30.
How you like me now?
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Colts 38, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Denver, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.